There we go. We should be live now. Let's see. All right, I think we is live. I think we live. Give it a couple of minutes and see if we can get people to tap in. Let's see. Yeah, give it a couple of minutes, couple of minutes. How's everybody doing out there? There we go. There we go. Peace, 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 peace. What's going on, family? How we feeling? How we feeling? Good afternoon or good evening. Good afternoon, good evening, depending on how you look at it. It's going on 5 o'clock, so I guess we can say good evening. Getting a little dark out here right now. What's going on, Queen? Miss Fire Girl Passion. Peace, peace, peace. Welcome to have you back. Happy to have you back. Watts Compton, what's going on, big homie? What's the word? Glad to have y'all here. Glad to have y'all here. How we feeling today on this Good Friday? How we feeling today on this Good Friday right here? Let me make sure everything's coming through clearly over here on YouTube. Man, Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. If you can, please let me know how my audio is coming through. Let me know how my audio is. Is it clear? Miss Nish, what's going on? Peace, peace, peace. Man, I gotta get these things out of my ceiling. Money on my mind, I'm already knowing. Do some tea. What's going on, Miss Monique the Great? Can we do some? Lost my account, but I'm back. Okay, a new life. What's going on? It has been a minute since I've seen you, Queen. It has been a minute since I've seen you. Glad you were able to get your account back. Definitely glad you was able to get your account back. Yeah, we could definitely take a look at a retake. Miss Great. We can take a look at a retake. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Just gonna give it a couple of minutes to let people tune in and tap in. Hold on. I don't know what was going on with my music. Give me 1 second. Let me check the audio file. See what's going on. See why we don't got no audio. Hold on. Let's see. I do want my tunes in the background. It should be good now. Let me see. Check. Yeah, we should be good. Let me check something real quick. See why ain't nothing working. There we go. There we go. There we go. Damn, you say you watched my live from February 19th, 2024? What was I talking about at the time? Bar none. Interesting. Okay, audio's clear. Audio solid. Cool. Hey, with the tokenization of silver, right? You're definitely seeing a lot of it come into the space. And that's why I did the class that I did, so people will be able to have a chance to get some type of exposure to it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they fight the dollar bill. Definitely, 100%. 100%. Okay, I'm loud and clear. That's good. Bless one, Keish. What's going on, Queen? Good afternoon. Well, good evening. How you feeling? Yeah, the crypto soundtrack. You know what it is, Black Sam. It's my favorite beat right here. Dr. Tony, peace. Good evening, Queen. How you feeling? Brother Brady K, peace. Family, if you can, for those of you that are on Instagram, if you can, tag 2 or 3 friends for me. Tag 2 or 3 friends or family. Oh, bro, that ain't nothing. Wait till you hear the second verse, the Lemon Pepper freestyle. Damn, it's been that long? It's been that long? Damn. 2020, 2021? Hey, but yeah, wait till you hear the second verse of that Lemon Pepper freestyle, Watts Compton. Crazy, 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 crazy. And up to date, you know what I'm saying? And it's up to date. Man, the beat too hard. Yeah, the beat too crazy. The beat too crazy. Too crazy. Too crazy. Yeah. But anyways, how everybody doing today? How's everybody doing today? I wasn't gonna let Friday go without having a chance to go live. Bring some information to the community, to the family. It's always a lot going on in the crypto space, y'all. Don't let the pricing be at a stagnation make you think that there's absolutely nothing going on over here, because that is absolutely not the truth. Okay, there's building going on every day. There's innovation going on every day. There's infrastructure being put up every single day. There's laws being passed constantly. And I mean, what individuals like to call the elites are getting their grubby little hands on it every day, while I'm trying my hardest to get the people involved with it. You know, that's my main thing, to get the people involved in something that I know for a fact is going to financially benefit everybody. You know what I mean? Now, does the things that I share cure all world problems? Absolutely not. But a lot of our problems start in the home with finance. You know what I mean? A lot of individuals can't put the effort towards helping anybody else because they don't have enough to help themselves. So my thing is, if I can help people help themselves, and that should and should allow us to help others. You get what I mean? So that's the purpose of what I do, and why I bring the information and try to get people involved in it. I appreciate that, bless one, Keish. And yeah, look, for those of you that are on YouTube or Instagram, excuse me, please, if you can, tag like 2 or 3 friends. Tag 2 or 3 friends. Try to get your people over here. Try to get your people over here to come tap in. You know, I appreciate any and all shares. That y'all do. Now, as we can see, let me know if the music is messing anything up. Let me know if the music is messing anything up as far as y'all being able to hear me before I move forward. Even though I like to listen to the music, I don't want it to misconstrue anything. Not misconstrue. I don't want it to block out anything that I'm saying. I don't want it to fuck up with the audio. So just let me know how the audio sounds with the music before we move forward. Oh, okay, cool. I appreciate that. All right. Now, what we're seeing right now, Bitcoin around that 90,000. And this one thing that I want y'all to pay attention to, right? Okay, it's perfect. All right, let me go to play. This is what I want y'all to pay attention to, really, right? Is that as you're looking at price daily, every other day, whatever the case may be, you got to look at the stepping stones and the ladders we've been able to create. Remember, for the longest, Bitcoin was kind of staying around that 85, 87, $86,000 area. You know what I'm saying? Now it's staying around that $90,000 area. So we're definitely moving up. Ethereum, on the same note, was kind of hovering around that 28, 27, $2,900 area. Now it's pretty much found support somewhere around the $3,3100 area. We can even go on and say the same thing for XRP. That for the longest was, hovering around and hanging out around that 180, 190, 185 level. Now it's pretty much taking out the $2 psychological level of resistance and turns it into support for now, trading at 209, right? So these are some of the things that I want y'all to pay attention to. These are some of the things that I really want y'all to pay attention to. Because all is not lost. It's just taking its way on a stepping stone up. Now, if we take a look at the price, right, getting over into the charts and taking a look at BTC. Let me see. What is this? What do I got those in for? I forgot what I got those in for, but I'll take a look at it later on. Anyways, As I stated before, we've had somewhere around 30% pullbacks in the past before we recovered. When Bitcoin was still around 107,000, 106,000, I had already stated that I was looking for around a 32% pullback. And this chart has been sitting here like this since around the beginning of November, looking for a pullback to here and then a bounce from here with a possibility of a relief rally at most, right? I'm gonna be honest with you. If you're looking for price to turn around, right? If you really want price to turn around, this is the area you want to get inside. In fact, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this. Hold on. This is the area you're looking to clear. If you're looking for 150, 130, 150, 170, $200,000 Bitcoin, this right here, there we go. This area right here is what we need to get this price above. Okay, and specifically, if we look at the line graph, we're looking at making a high higher than this previous high right here, back here, which was back tested at support here and here, right? So you got your resistance level, you broke down, you broke that resistance, you back tested it once, gave you a higher high than your previous high. It was a second back test that failed you, where you made your lower high than your previous high. Always remember the lifeline of a trend: higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows. Right? So when you start making those lower highs, that means that the trend is starting to change. And that's what you're seeing happen right here. Okay? So always keep that in mind. Now, like I said, we've had our 30% pullback. I'm looking to see now, are we going to be able to get that bounce, which we're already seeing a significant bounce. We're seeing a decent bounce. You know what I mean? Off the lows. Like if we look at the all-time, where did our low take us to? You're up about 12%, and you've seen almost 17% gains from that, right? You've seen almost 17% gains. 17% ain't nothing to look down on when it pertains to tradable assets, okay? And ain't nothing to, turn a blind eye to. But nonetheless, what I'm looking for, we can just pull these in real quick, right, is a move back up to these moving averages right here. Let me clear some of this up. There we go. So even with the 30% bounce, we can see that kind of coincided closely with our 100-day exponential moving average, right? So now we've seen that move south to the 100-day. Now, as par for the course, I'm looking just for a bounce back up to the previous moving averages. We can reject from here. All I'm looking for is that move north. That's all I'm really looking for, is that move north, right? And then take some profits, and then see how it reacts from there. Even if it does pull back, if we hit 100,000, I mean, I can see a $10,000 retracement to come back and kind of retest the previous breakouts around 90,000 as support, and then look to see if we can get a bounce from there, and then see continuation. So I'd be looking at something like maybe something like this, right? Maybe something like this. Where you see price pop up, right? There we go. So something similar to this, right? You see price pop up, hit your moving average, break back down, retest your previous breakout as support, and then see the push north. Right? If we're gonna retest these previous levels up here, right? Now, does that have to happen? Absolutely not. We can entirely just clear through the moving averages, right? Just remember that the things that I talk about are just expectations and educated guesses that I'm making based off the data that I have. Always remember that. Nobody knows what's going to happen with price. Don't ever let anybody lie to y'all. But man, this guy's always right, because ain't nobody always right but God. You get what I mean? All we can do is take the data that we have and give you an educated guess based off that data. And that's what I'm currently doing. Okay? Good observation, Watts Compton. We also at the 61.8 when you measure it from the 14,000 to its previous high. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, what I also want to take a look at, right? Because we've talked about this before. In fact, let me pull this up real quick. Let me pull this up. In fact, let's do this. Let's do this. What I want to do is I want to do a quick roll call, but with the roll call, right? I want to see a show of hands. Are you a Bitcoin accumulator? Being a Bitcoin hodler was cool back in the day because they bought it low. So, if you bought 100 Bitcoin at a couple of pennies or a couple of $100, you know what I mean? Of course, back then it was about hodling. We got to understand that things evolve, y'all. We got to understand that things evolve. You buying $100 worth of Bitcoin today and hodling it, it's going to make a difference, but not that much of a difference. It's all about the accumulators now. No more of the hodlers, right? No more is it just about hodling. Now it's about accumulating. So what I want to do is I want to see by a show of hands how many accumulators that we have out there. And let me know what city and state you're popping in from. City, state, country, whatever the case may be. First and foremost, let me see who are my accumulators. Who are my accumulators? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. And then I want to see, let me know what city, state, country you checking in from. That you're accumulating in. Okay? But that's what y'all got to understand. We're evolving from the hodlers and going into and turning into the accumulators because of the value of Bitcoin, especially for those that are just coming into the door, right? Like I said, hodling was cool if you was able to buy, a nice couple of million Satoshis for a little bit of nothing, right? Now it's all about the accumulators. So let me see who my accumulators are out there. So you're trading Bitcoin? No, I don't trade Bitcoin. I accumulate Bitcoin. I do not trade Bitcoin. I accumulate Bitcoin. That's all I do. All right, we got Big Queens in the house. We got Space Coast, Florida in the house. We got Los Angeles, California in the house. Big shout out. Hey, you definitely right about that, Marcus. It used to be racks on top of racks. Now it's sats on top of sats. You're 100% right. What's going on? Hey, he said I'm in North Carolina. I buy $10 every 2 days and 10 every 2 ways. My man, you making the difference. You making the difference. We got West London in the house. Big shout out to those checking in outside the country too. We got Texas in the building. We got Charlotte, Bitcoin, everything. That's what I'm talking about. Amsterdam is in the building. West London, Amsterdam is in the building. Okay, and $2 every 2 weeks. Okay, $10 every 2 weeks. I got you. North Carolina is in the building right now. Got North Cackalack checking in the building. We got Houston by way of New Orleans buying XRP daily. Okay, dollar cost averaging. That's going to make the difference because it's all about the accumulation game. Hey, we got West London in the building. Then we have, okay, we got 2 individuals from West London in the building. I don't know if y'all know each other, but hey, big shout out to y'all tuning in and tapping in from West London. Big shout out to y'all checking in from West London. We got Jersey in the building. Peace. We got Bamako Mali in the building. We got Mali in the building. Hey, big shout out to Mali. I've got a couple of individuals from the African continent over here. I appreciate y'all tapping in. Hey, what's going on, big homie? Peace. Elvin. Well, no, I know your name from Instagram, though. I'm trying to remember your name from IG. That's where I remember you from. Seattle, Washington is in the building. Hey, Brady K is in Italy on vacation, tapping in. What's up, man? What's up? I appreciate you tapping in while you're on vacation. Hey, Riley Soups. Hey, I appreciate that support. From my brother in them. Said he got the Black 21, the neighborhood Bitcoin standard book in the mail today. Hey, I appreciate that support. Tuning in from St. Louis. The Neves effect. What's going on? Columbia, Mississippi, from pennies and up. Hey, look, understanding Satoshis gave me a newfound respect for the penny. Hey, we got Southeast and United Kingdom catching in live. Hey, I appreciate you tapping in and tuning in. I appreciate you tapping in and tuning in. Now, one thing that I've been telling y'all, right? Let me pull this up real quick. Hold on. Let me pull something up for you real quick. Hold on. Pop this back in. There we go. There we go. All right. So what I want to take a look at is state. Here we go. The state reserve race, right? One of the most important things that y'all could be taking a look at. Now, this is where they track the progress of strategic Bitcoin reserve bills across the United States. Each state's progress is shown based on where their strategic Bitcoin reserve bills are in the legislative process, from introduction through committee reviews, chamber votes, and ultimately to being enacted into law. So we can see that Arizona's already enacted. New Hampshire bill got enacted. Texas got enacted. We can see that the Massachusetts Reserve Bill made it to the committee. Then you got to go to the chamber, then the second committee, then the second chamber. So we can see Massachusetts. Wait, why is it two Massachusetts on here? Wait, what? S19. Oh, these are different bills. Okay. Related to the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve, allowing for fiscal resilience through strategic investment in stable digital financial assets. And they're allowing for fiscal resilience through strategic investment in stable digital financial assets. Okay, S2008, H3279, and S1967 is what Massachusetts is going crazy. They're trying to pass a lot. And then you got Michigan making it to the first committee. Ohio tapping in with two bills, trying to enact the Ohio Strategic Cryptocurrency Reserve Act. Not even just a Bitcoin reserve, but then they're trying to pull back and get the Ohio Bitcoin Reserve. So now you're seeing states that are trying to get a strategic crypto reserve, meaning we want to purchase and reserve a number of different cryptocurrencies, which are probably going to be looking at the AVEs, the AVAXs, the XRPs, and the such. And then you're looking at the Bitcoin reserve. So you got the strategic cryptocurrency reserve, and then you have their Bitcoin reserve, all Bitcoin, right? You got South Dakota making it to the first committee. And then last but not least, you got Wyoming. Now, what's interesting is Florida, right, has introduced a bill, and they haven't shot it down, but we can see the ones that have shot down introducing any type of legislation, right? Oh, you see Illinois right here, man. It failed, dead. I don't know what they doing. They got their thumbs up their ass. You know what I'm saying? Got their thumbs up their ass. But what have I been telling y'all for the long? Hey, look, one day every single one of these states is gonna have it. I don't care what anybody says. In my opinion, and always remember, this is not financial advice in any way, shape, or form. Please don't take it as any type of financial advice. These are my opinions and my opinions alone. Right? Any and everything that I'm telling y'all could be 100% wrong. Always go do your own due diligence. All right? But what I'm saying is that if you're in one of the states, right? If you're in one of the states where it has not been passed yet, right? Where it's moving, but it hasn't been passed, right? Like Florida here. Now, that rolls into the story that I want to talk about, right? Which I shared earlier on my page. In fact, let me see if I can find. Hold on. Let me see. You know what? You know what I want to find? Because they broke it down a little bit better. They broke it down a little bit better on the Twitter post and put it kind of put it in emphasis on it. You know what I mean? Kind of put an emphasis on it. In fact, I'm just gonna pull my Instagram page up. I like my shit. Pull my own information up. This is where we're gonna take a look at it at. Right? Oh yeah, hey, I already know. We've been looking at the states. We've been looking at the countries. We've been looking at companies, sovereign wealth funds. Hey, believe you me, we on top of everything over here trying to see what's really going on. Wait, what? Oh, they want me to log in. Want. They want me to log in. But nonetheless, right? Nonetheless, Byron Donalds buys 100K worth of Bitcoin, but he's under scrutiny for doing it because of the way that it went down, right? So it says on December 18th, Representative Byron Donalds, a Republican from Florida, sent a letter to the IRS acting commissioner Scott Bessent, asking him to act a rule that declares cryptocurrency staking rewards extra tokens investors earn by locking up their cryptocurrency on the blockchain as taxable income upon their receipt. Like those who mine gold or anything else, cryptocurrency miners and stakers are the first owners of this new property, he argued, along with 18 other members of Congress. New property is never taxable income in the hands of its first owners, and instead gives rise to income upon its sale or disposition. Okay? Check out the hot water tank that mines Bitcoin when you get a chance. I've seen that. Hey, bro, they're creating so much right now. Greenhouses. Pretty much, this is what y'all got to think of with the whole mining game, right? A number of things that produce energy are able to be utilized to produce Bitcoin. So now if you're trying to heat your house up, right, you can heat your house up with Bitcoin. If you're trying to heat the chicken coop up. Hey, you know what's crazy? In Black Tam, I ain't noticed. When I was out west the other day, I meant to post a picture of it, or a video of it. I ain't know, but they got a big ass chicken coop on the west side of Chicago. I'm talking about, I seen some huge chickens. I'm going to go back out there and do a video. I'm going to go right up to the cage, right up to the fence. I mean, they had some big ass chickens. I'm like, damn, I ain't know out west was farming it like this. But anyways, damn, how did I get on chickens? Oh, right, that's why I was talking about. Heating the chicken coop. If you want to heat the jacuzzi, heat and I'm using that because that's what a lot of, when you mine cryptocurrency, it produces a lot of heat. So you think, okay, what type of things do I need heated? You get what I'm saying? What type of things do I need heated? He said every household should or will have a Bitcoin miner. I got my Bitcoin miner downstairs, running downstairs. I got my Bitcoin miner. There's an African woman who did a video who's been doing $1 buys of Bitcoin for 3 years and how it's outperformed the S&P 500. I 100% believe it. It's a number of stories we can pull up where people have. In fact, the most recent one was the guy that collected cans, right? Guy collects cans, buys Bitcoin, right? Let me see. Let me see if we can find a story. I forgot to say collect cans. Hold on. There we go. Here we go. Right here. We can pull this up. Here we go. This man collected enough trash cans to buy 1 Bitcoin. So what's everybody else's excuse? That's why, hey, look, that's why I'm not going to say I don't have sympathy, because I understand that it's an education piece. I understand that people don't know that they should be buying as much Bitcoin as possible because of the lack of education on the subject itself. Everybody looks at it like trading. Hey, I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all. I'm going to put it out there now. I try to talk people out of just learning how to trade. Because you're missing out on, what, in my humble opinion, what the space actually has to offer. You get what I'm saying? You're missing out on it, right? I do not believe that people should be trading Bitcoin. I do believe that you should be accumulating Bitcoin, right? NFT Barber said there's a guy in my home country that uses like ether already. Oh, he already used cooking oil, or it might be engine oil, and powers miners that way. Yeah, I think we've looked at that story. I think we've covered that story. Man, it's been so much. Check out Moonwalk 2. You can get sold just for walking. Moonwalk. Take a look. We got Alpha being dropped today. I love it. Here we go. Moonwalk Fitness. I like this. Gamify your fitness journey. Okay, hey, for my health people out there, this is something you need to take a look at. For those of you that hit the gym, where's my Jimmys at? Where's my gym heads at? Add crypto into a pool with your friends. Compete each day of the step challenge and get your deposit back. The total deductions from every day missed by players are split between the winners. I like this. I like this. I like shit like this. And see, you know what's even more so innovative than the project itself is us being able to create projects like this. This is what I want y'all to take away from this. This is what I want y'all to take away from this. This is cool to use, but man, y'all gotta understand that we can create shit like this. You get what I'm saying? We can create stuff like this. Okay? I own more Bitcoin than my own state of Mississippi. Hey, you the MVP. You the MVP. That's exactly what I'm speaking on. You may got to when I want to get others into Bitcoin. You got me into it off Rich channel. Much blessings. Hey, I appreciate you. Yeah, typical Illinois. You know how it is. Democratic states are connected to the old money system. I get it. Any update on the tokenized commodities class? Did you not get it in your email, Queen? Did you not get it to your email? If not, I can have it sent out when we get off this live. I can definitely have it sent out to you when we get off this live. But let's get back to the story. Now, the same day, and it's like some mob shit. You call, hey, look, I need you to put this move through. And then that same day you go make the move, which is this is like not even no mob shit. For anybody that watched the show Billions, right? This is like, and even though it didn't have nothing to do with it, but remember when Chuck Rhodes' wife put that $2 million position? Was it her? Somebody put a $2 million position on a move because they heard Axelrod say something about it. I think it was Chuck Rhodes' wife, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, the same day, Donald's purchased between $50,000 and $100,000. I mean, that's a big swing. Like, how do y'all not know? That's like saying I did $5 or $10. That's a big difference. But he bought $50,000 to $100,000 in Bitcoin, according to a new congressional financial document reviewed by Notice. Donald's office said the congressman's wife, Erica Donald, actually made the Bitcoin purchase, not Donald himself. Donald's office said the congressman would amend his disclosure accordingly, although no such amended document was publicly available as of Friday afternoon. Byron's wife, who is a business and finance professional, purchased the Bitcoin, Donald spokesman Daniel First said in the email. Importantly, the letter reference had no bearing whatsoever on the spot price of Bitcoin. Donald's office did not answer a question about what prompted the Bitcoin purchase or whether it represents a conflict of interest with the congressman's public service. Donald did not report owning Bitcoin in his most recent annual personal financial disclosure, nor did he disclose making any Bitcoin trades during 2025 for either himself or his wife until the December 18th trade. Donald is running for governor of Florida and presently sits on the House Committee of Financial Services, the jurisdiction of which includes banks and international finance. The committee has been intimately involved in crafting House Republican crypto policies, touting a crypto week and conducting crypto-focused hearings, such as the golden age of digital asset, charting the path forward, and American innovation in the future of digital assets from blueprint to a functional framework. Family, how can you hear information like what I'm sharing right now and still turn a blind eye to what's going on in this space? I don't get it. It's so much shit going on right now, and it's like, damn, Joe, ain't nobody really taking heed. In fact, more so to that point, right? What's one thing that I've been pushing for the last couple of weeks? What's one big thing that I've been pushing for everybody to get into over the last couple of weeks? Who can remind me? Your Satoshi breakdown is golden to the people, no doubt. I appreciate that. I'm glad that the information is not falling on deaf ears. But what's one thing that I've been pushing for y'all to get into over the last couple of weeks? Something that I mean is for those that have forward thinking. Hey, Mr. Do It All, I appreciate you. All the time. What's one thing I've been pushing for y'all to get into? Come on, I know somebody's gonna say it. There you go, mortgages. 100% mortgages. Right? Hey, bar none. Hey, that right there is a hit. Hey, he said to the guy that has more Bitcoin than his state, offer Mississippi Bitcoin credit and then put a lien on them. Hey, I like the way you think. I like the way you think. Hey, y'all got it though, the mortgages. Now, let me show you. Let me show you. Because somebody hit me earlier, like, man, I was trying to buy a mortgage and they tapped out. Look, just a couple days ago, just a couple days ago, it was about 4 Bitcoin. It was about 4 Bitcoin, right? Worth of Bitcoin to be mortgaged. Now there is 0. They're at 99.9% utilization. You see that? You see that? No more Bitcoin. No more Biddy. No more Biddy. We gotta wait. We gotta wait for more Bitcoin to come in now. We gotta wait for more depositors to come in now. That's why I be telling y'all, like, I don't be trying to rush nobody into doing shit, right? Because this isn't financial advice. You get what I'm saying? This ain't financial advice. And I don't be trying to rush anybody to do anything. But when I be sharing information, it be for a reason, Joe, because I already know what's coming up the pipeline. You know? I already know what's coming up the pipeline. So I be knowing, like, damn, I want to tell the people, like, time is of the essence. But I don't want anybody rushing making any rash decisions either, though. You get what I'm saying? But it'd be like, damn, I wish people would take super heed to what I be sharing and get ahead of it. More so than most. Right? By a show of hands, though. By a show of hands. Right? How many of you out there have already opened up and secured your Bitcoin mortgage? How many of you out there have already opened up and secured your Bitcoin mortgage? Damn. Hey, they just had a little, man, that's crazy. They buying everything out. They buying everything out. By a show of hands, how many of y'all got a Bitcoin mortgage, though? How many of y'all took heed and took advantage before they ran out? Huh? King shit, what's going on? Peace, peace, peace. How many of y'all was able to secure your own? Let me know. Let me know. Right? Now, we was talking about the mortgages, y'all. Tokenized assets, too. Tokenized metals, definitely. But the big thing, the thing that I told y'all, in my humble opinion, over my last, I'm going to say 8 or 9 years in this space, and at least 8 years in decentralized finance, right? This project right here, hands down, in my humble opinion, is one of the most innovative projects to date. And that's with me covering over 1,000 different DeFi projects over the last couple of years. Right? So, I mean, if you didn't get it, now you got to wait. Now you got to wait. But they got good earnings over here for those that may want to deposit. You know? They do got good earnings over here for those that may want to deposit. But they literally just had 3 or 4 Bitcoin in here the other day. Literally just had 3 or 4 Bitcoin in here the other day. Now they had 0. When the banks fall due to the L they took due to the useless office space and those useless sky rises, traditional finance is over. I never looked at it like that. Hey, everything is moving to a non-brick and mortar, right? Everything is moving to a non-brick and mortar. Hey, big shout out to everybody that's tuning in right now. I am streaming live on Instagram, YouTube, and big shout out to Retake TV. Big shout out to Retake TV. I am streaming live on Retake TV as well. In fact, let's take a look real quick. Let me see how Retake is performing. Let me see how I did get a request. Take a look at Retake. They not here. Okay, I know where to go look. Let me see. Let's go to CoinGecko first. Oh, we start with CoinGecko, right? Oh, we start with Cointelegraph. Hold on. There we go. Slide to CoinGecko. Let's slide over here and take a look at Retake. Retake TV. Here we go. Now what we want to do, copy the public address like so. And then we head over to Dex. Let's do Dex Screener or Dex Tools. Let's see. Might be Dex Screener, the one I'm looking for. Let's see. See if we can find Retake real quick. Here we go. Put it on a daily. There we go. So right now, retake down at the bottoms. I mean, you're making a pretty good bottom, but as of right now, not that many takers. Not that many takers. It's only got a $722,000 market cap with only $569,000 worth of liquidity. Right, fully diluted is at 721. Now, what you got to understand about this project is that it's in its early stages. It's a live streaming platform. If we go to Retake TV real quick, you'll probably see that I'm actually live right now, going to Retake TV. Um, and see, this is what I really need to get in right here. They got the founder mode, vibe code something live, and your coin is your project. So this is what I got to get into. I haven't done this yet. Build live, your coin is your project, full control over your token, name, description, the image, $3,000 in prizes for the top 3 projects, judged by these different individuals. Daily raffles for participation builders and rewards for active chat participants. So just from you being over here chatting, right? I got 3 viewers right now. I've been live for 40 minutes, right? Just from you over here chatting, you can get awarded some type of cryptos, right? This is just think Twitch, think they go hippie vibes, think YouTube and the such. You know what I mean? These are the streamers that we have right now that are currently live or have gone live. Let me see who's live right now. I'm live. This guy's live. I've seen this guy before. Joshy the Pooh. I've seen this guy before somewhere. Maybe on regular TV. Face looks familiar. Face looks real familiar. And he's just gaming. He's just over here gaming. Okay? Fortnite Friday. Okay, this is Fortnite. I've never played Fortnite in my life. Kids have, but I've never taken a look at it. You know, so you could look at it as being super duper early to a project that hasn't yet found its wings, right? If we take a look, it did have a nice move. Okay, this is the market cap. It did get to about a $9 million market cap at one point in time. It did make it to a $9 million market cap at one point in time. Right now, sitting at a $700,000 market cap. And these are the trenches. When you get into the, into the 100,000 ranges, these are the trenches. But this is where the most money's made at too, from those that choose to take that type of risk. You know what I mean? Yeah, Rumble integrated Bitcoin wallet. That's you're 100%. You're 100%. Rumble has integrated Bitcoin wallets. Hold on. There we go. Rumble and Tether launched crypto wallet for the creator economy. Y'all got to understand what we're moving into right now. You keep hearing these words, creator economy, socialify, creator economy, socialify. But how many of y'all are really taking heed to the information, though? You know what I'm saying? How many of us really taking heed to it? Could have took $50 and got $2,000 in Bitcoin mortgage. Hey, look. I ain't been doing shit but trying to tell people. Look at the amount of posts, and it probably seems like I work for them or some shit, but I don't. I just understand. I understand the importance of being able to get as much Bitcoin as possible. But I mean, look at the amount of information I've been trying to share, breaking it down. Like, look, $10 to get you this, $20 to get you this, $50 to get you this. Fuck, I told everyone $2,000 to get you a whole Bitcoin. Who wouldn't want that? You know what I'm saying? Yes, I am. Yep. It'll be towards the end of the month. I'm having a class for those that have donated, right? For those that choose to. And one reason I don't like using all this centralized shit, because now they on bullshit with releasing the money and all type of shit. I hate dealing with this centralized shit, Joe. But anyways, excuse me. Anybody that does support me by way of buymeacoffee.com/Block Wall Street, right? We're going to have a private meetup for all my supporters. All right. I got your emails. You ain't going to worry about that. I got 29 supporters now. I only had 15 the other day. Damn, I doubled that. Nice. But I got 29 supporters right now. Okay. So anybody who does show some type of support, by the end of the month, we will be having a class. Okay. We will be having a class. I need to release it, build it using Google. The Predict app on Base cheap right now. So, yeah. In fact, it's one on Base and it's a new one on Arbitrum, if I'm not mistaken. Wait, who? You said the one crazy Chicago white nationalist dude, he got his assets and bank frozen for the January 6th shit. He operates fully on Bitcoin and in Rumble because of how much he's been censored. Send me his information. I want to check that out, NFC Barber, because I don't know who you're talking about. I honestly don't know who you're talking about. Right? But, always remember the motto, y'all. $1 a day. Let's change this. We're in 2026 now, so let's go January 2016, and we're always looking at a 10-year outlook. So January 2026, $1 a day. $1 a day invested, you would have spent $3,654. With $1 a day, right now you would have $93,573. Now, like I told you all before, don't look at getting the same exact results as we've gotten in the past. But let's just say you cut that in half. Now you're looking at somewhere like, okay, you still invested $3,000, or you still allocated $3,654 into Bitcoin, and you came back with something more like 40, 45, 46,000. It's still a win. You get what I'm saying? So remember the motto: $1 a day keeps poverty away. I need everybody to go ahead and spam that. $1 a day keeps poverty away. Nick Fuentes? Yeah, send me his info. Check him out. Nick Fuentes. Okay. Hey, but as always, I appreciate everybody that's able to tune in, tap in with the information. It doesn't, not a day goes by that I don't appreciate y'all and the energy that y'all bring to me. It allows me to bring, that energy back to y'all. It's crazy because I tried to do the mortgage earlier today, but it wouldn't let me. I'm gonna check it every week to see when they have more available, man. Hey, look, join their Discord and follow their Twitter account, because they announce when they get more influx of capital. Hey, Sam, we're gonna have that meetup tonight. Hey, for those in the Chicagoland area that are interested in meeting up, I am gonna have a meetup tonight. I should have put it on my page. I'll be spontaneous with the shit, y'all. Hey, you gotta so you buy Bitcoin daily? I earn Bitcoin daily from supply and liquidity. But what I was gonna say is that what was I about to say? Something about the meetup. I forgot now. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Hey, look, I'm a real bad planner, y'all. I'm very, very, very bad at planning shit. My mind doesn't work like that, strange. Well, not strangely enough. I guess more to the point. They said I had ADHD when I was young, so maybe it's the ADHD in me that got me doing shit the way that I do, just off the rip, off the spin. You know what I'm saying? The whole 9 yards. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's that. But please excuse me for the lack of being able to plan shit days, weeks, months in advance. I just moved the way my brain moved. And look, I need to have a meetup, see who pop up, and then I go from there. You know what I'm saying? I know it doesn't give people enough time to plan, and for that, I do apologize. You didn't get the class, Queen? Okay, let me go take a look. Make sure you was on the list. Let me go take a look and make sure you are on. How far booked are you for one-on-ones? And I have no idea. I know you can probably get in next week. What's today? Friday? I'm pretty sure you can get in next week. Anybody that does need any assistance and does want any help, please go to blockwallstreet.biz. Blockwallstreet.biz if you need any type of assistance. You're doing a lot, bro. You just need community help. I do. That's why I'm trying to have these meetups to see who's going to come out, who can I have, and put in certain positions, yo. Y'all don't understand what I'm trying to do here. Moving like a game chief, but more like a financial chief. You get what I mean? That's where all my organizational skills come from. Gang structure and shit like that. So even though, which was actually a positive structure at one point in time. But I'm trying to see who's going to come to these meetings so I know exactly who to put in what position. You get what I'm saying? And ain't no big guys and little U's at all. Ain't no big guys and little U's. It's a collective thing, 100%. Right? Collective. And that's what I'm saying. Indiana Kicks, I be so last minute with shit. It'd be like, damn. You just missed the live. No, it's gonna be on here though. You'll be able to come back and take a look at it. But I appreciate that, Dr. Tony. I appreciate that. Hey, but with that being said, y'all, we're going to go ahead and get up out of here. I appreciate everybody who was able to tune in and tap in for the even show of Coffee and Crypto with the Bitcoin Block Bully. You're building the arc, but ain't nobody really trying to listen. But, hey, and that's how I feel. I truly feel in that sense like I was about to say Moses, like I'm Noah building the ark because I know it's a fucking flood coming. And it's like nobody wants to listen to me, help me build the ark, or let alone get on the boat after I build it. right? Hey, hit my phone, Marcus. You got my number. Hit my phone. Hit my phone. I've been trying to get you to come slide on me for shit since I moved out here. You know what I'm saying? Energy will be the new oil in the digital world. I agree 100%. Energy will be the new oil. And in fact, energy is the new oil, right? It is the new oil. What's going on, Miss Amelia? Peace, peace, peace. Good evening, Queen. Yeah, energy is the new oil, Joe. Come on. Content. Look at this. Hold on. What did we just take a look at? Where is it? Creator economy. What is that doing when you're creating content? That's energy. That's energy. And so many other ways that we can explain this. So many other ways that we can explain this. Man. Hey, but I appreciate everybody that was able to tune in, tap in to the show. To the next one. Peace, power, and prosperity. I'm gone.